Today's horror manga dubbing narration is Penpals by Junji Ito. I would like to take this time to give a very special thanks to Kiera Rhodes VA for agreeing to collaborate with this video. She does all kinds of awesome work on her channel, so you should totally check her out, pinned in the description below, as well as in the top comment. Without further ado, let's get right into this chilling tale.
Where are you? Come on out! Show yourself! I know you're hiding around here somewhere.
That was when I saw a black silhouette.
Who the hell are you? And what are you doing in my house?
But what I saw, I couldn't believe my very eyes.
No, this can't be.
I am the real Oshikiri Toru.
Looks like it was just a dream.
I've been having really strange dreams lately. These weird, vivid dreams. In truth, it's probably due to this enormous house. I wouldn't be surprised if there were really someone lurking around in the shadows. Speaking of which, there have been times at night when I've caught a glance of my face in the mirror and scared myself half to death. Living all alone in a giant mansion miles away from civilization can really take a toll on one's sanity. Mother and father are both out of the country on business. I've always quite enjoyed solitude, but even I sometimes become terribly melancholy. When that happens, all I can do is find a girlfriend in the hope that she can console my lonely heart. What to do? This school is lousy with couples, but I wonder, is there a girl who would go out with a midget like me? That day after school. Shoot! I left my muffler in the classroom. I thought my neck was feeling a little cold. Huh? Who's that? I saw a beautiful girl all alone painting a portrait. Looks like she's at it again. She spends all of her time after school painting by herself. That's definitely Satomi from Class E. She's always alone. So, she's a girl who likes her solitude, huh? I wonder. Solitary beauty. I might just have a chance with this one. And so, while she was meticulously painting, I slowly approached her. She noticed me in her mirror. That's amazing. It really looks like you're a manga artist, huh? She grabbed her painting and began to walk off. What? You don't have to stop working. Go ahead, keep painting. But still, she said nothing and dipped her paintbrush in the nearby water bucket. You're Satomi from E class, right? My name's Oshikiri. But still, she completely ignored me. You don't say much, eh? Are you always like this? Don't you have any friends? She looked over at me and said,
I have friends.
I don't think I believe you. I've never seen you with anyone else.
That's not really your business, is it?
Well, I guess not.
I have 3 friends that I exchange letters with. That's more than plenty. We have the same interests, and our values and ideas match up perfectly as well. They're excellent friends. They're so excellent that I have no desire to make friends with anyone at school. Why did I have to go and tell you all of that?
So is that you saying that we can't be friends? She stared at me for a moment, and then turned back to her supplies and began packing.
Probably. I'm telling you, being with me won't be any fun. I'm not very interesting to talk to.
Please, don't be so hasty. We won't know that for sure unless we try, right?
First of all, wouldn't it be embarrassing to be seen walking around together?
Oh, so that's how it is. So I'm too short, huh? Pardon my intrusion.
Eh?
I slowly marched out of the room as Satomi watched me. Later that day at Satomi's place, she had 2 envelopes, one from an Iwasaki Yuko. She studied it thoroughly.
That's Yuko. Well, looks like Yuko contacted Shiharu. Now all 4 of us know each other. Now then, time to reply.
The next day, I was minding my own business during lunch break, chowing down on my food and drinking my juice box. But that was when Satomi approached me from behind. She came next to me and sat beside me.
You're always alone too, huh?
Yeah, it's been a while.
You know, I wasn't talking about your height before. It was a misunderstanding. That wasn't what I meant. People always seem to misunderstand me. When you try to be critical of yourself, it often sounds to the other person like you're really criticizing them. Seems the rambling things I say get taken the wrong way, so that people always get offended.
Well, that sort of thing happens all the time. It was probably because you were putting yourself down. I bet that kind of miscommunication never happens with letters.
No, that's not true. Actually, I'm fighting with 2 of them now.
Fighting? Why?
I first met you the other day, right? I wrote about it in my letters to them. And their reply was, "Were you lying when you said you didn't have any friends at school?" They were furious. It's a terrible misunderstanding. Both of them cursed me out in their letters. I also let myself get heated, and now we're just tearing into each other through the mail.
That's awful. What's it to them if you make another friend? What did the other ones say?
I only just sent them a letter a few days ago, so I haven't heard back. Their letter should come any day now.
Satomi, maybe it's time you cut off your correspondences with them.
What are you doing? I'm sorry, Satomi. I didn't mean to offend you.
No, I smudged it because I'm just getting sick of drawing my own face. Oshikiri, you should model for me. My next painting will be of you.
Huh? Me?
Just turn a little bit to the side. Yes, just like that.
So, when we were finished for the day, I was thinking that we could go hang out at your house. There's no one to come home to at my place. Both of my parents are staying abroad. Is that a no?
We're a lot alike, you and I. My parents are out of town for work too. They're still in the country, but...
What kind of people are your pen pals anyway?
I've never met them, so I don't even know what they look like. Their names are Yuko, Miki, and Shiharu.
So this is your house, huh? It's beautiful. Totally different from my place.
So it came after all.
That's the last one, is it? What does it say?
It's terrible. Even Shiharu could write something like this.
I leaned over, touched the letter on the table, and began to read. The letter was filled with terrible words. Words that insulted Satomi. I really couldn't believe my eyes.
Satomi, what the hell is wrong with these people? My god, they're nuts.
Oshikiri, I'm sorry, but could you please leave? I have to write a reply to Chiharu. There's no way I'm going to let them talk to me like that.
Satomi.
Please, go home!
Looks like that girl finally lost something precious to her. Her lonely heart really relied on the friendship of those 3 pen pals. However, it appears they weren't real friends after all. Huh? Dang it! I forgot my muffler again. After having crashed into her, she dropped an envelope onto the ground. I knelt down and picked it up and said, "Sorry, Satomi." handing it back to her but not before taking a look at it.
Thank you.
She ran off in a hurry as I stared blankly. The next day, "You're quiet today. Did you somehow?" I stopped my words and looked at her for a moment. I couldn't help but see that she seemed a little stressed and uneasy. "Oh, that's right. When do you think you'll get a reply for the letter you sent?"
It came yesterday. It was another terrible letter.
"Yesterday? You got a reply yesterday? That seems fast. By the way, outside your house, that envelope you dropped, it was addressed to you. It didn't even have a postmark. So, it couldn't have been sent by one of your friends, right? I know what I saw. Did you really mail that letter? Are you writing letters to send to yourself? That's sort of bizarre." And so, I had a thought. Perhaps your 3 pen pals never even really existed.
What did you just say?
Why don't you just confess? You made up some imaginary pen pals and had imaginary correspondences with them, didn't you? You're amazing. Pen pals. They were just you all along. You weren't writing letters to them. You were writing their replies back to you. And because you were writing their replies, all their tastes and hobbies matched up with yours. So, of course everything could go exactly as you wanted it to. But then, you started fighting with them. I have a theory about that. Over the course of your correspondence, doubtless, you started deluding yourself into believing that your friends were actually real people. And once you began talking to me, you convinced yourself that they would be jealous. You wrote yourself those abusive letters as a way to punish yourself and apologize to them. Even so, when you actually received the letters in the mail and read them, it came as a horrible shock. It didn't matter that you wrote the letters. It made you furious anyway. Well, that may have sounded like a qualified psychiatrist, but long story short, you were only using those letters as a way to criticize yourself.
The envelope was addressed to me? That can't be true. I must have written my address by mistake.
Don't play dumb. There's no way you couldn't have noticed that. Well, in any case, your sick little game is over. That's the real reason you destroyed that painting you were working on so hard. You were severing your connection to the 3 of them.
That's enough! I don't know why I let you run your mouth. My friends are imaginary? How dare you say that? They're real! Those girls are definitely real! I'm not going to let some outside spectator talk to me like that. I'm going home.
And then she stormed off. Jeez, at least clean up your paint supplies. Don't tell me she doesn't even realize it, that she wrote all those letters to herself. She didn't show up at school for a couple of days. I got worried about her and showed up at her house. I used the excuse of delivering her supplies as a way to stop by.
Ashikiri?
Hey, it's been a while. You forgot all of your paint supplies at school. Satomi, are you feeling alright?
Ashikiri, the letters keep coming. Our fight kept escalating. They sent me threatening letters almost every day. I didn't know what to do, so I told them in a letter, I'm going to kill you. And they sent back, not if we kill you first. I think the 3 of them are coming to kill me. For real. Yuku from Hokkaido, Miki from Tokyo, and Chiharu from Fukuoka. They're all heading this way. I think they're going to meet up, and then come here to do it. Do they think I'm just gonna let them kill me?
Huh? Satomi, what's wrong?
Stay away from me! I'll stab you! If you come any closer, I'll stab you! The three of you, stay over there! I'm telling you not to get any closer!
Satomi, what's going on? There's nobody here.
Yuko! Miki! Stop Chiharu!
Satomi, don't do this. Satomi, what are you doing? Pull yourself together.
But no matter how much I pleaded for her to stop, she continued to slash and lacerate herself. I was shocked. I didn't know what to do. She had completely bled out. I ran away as fast as I could, until eventually, I found myself back at my estate. What the hell was that? She completely believed in the existence of her pen pals. It was a delusion brought on her by intense solitude. She was killed by her own delusion. Should I call the police? No. If I'm careless, they might begin to suspect me. It would look like I was the one who stabbed her. How could I prove it wasn't me? Moreover, no one knows I went over to her house, and there's no evidence that I was there. It was a dark and stormy night, and I was having a real hard time sleeping. My mind was still on the incident. Sometimes, when I'm wrapped up in my futon like this, I start to tremble for no reason. With the ridiculous amount of rooms in this enormous manor, I can't know for sure. Since I'm living here all alone, it's not impossible. Then, I heard a noise. Huh? Who's there? I sprung out of bed and slowly opened my door. Definitely, just now I heard footsteps. I searched the many rooms of my house, and then arrived in a room with a mirror. I saw my complexion in it and was a little shocked. And then I heard a click. I ran upstairs back to my room as quick as I could. No, it's just my imagination playing mind tricks. I'm hearing things. But that was when I noticed something strange and unusual. There was a paper on my desk. A paper lodged into that desk by a screwdriver. I pulled it out. Who did this? And then I flipped it over. It read, "Murderer, you stabbed Satomi Kazuko to death. I know you did it. You left behind a piece of evidence. Isn't your neck feeling cold? From your friend, T.O." But who could have left this letter? What is this? And what did they mean, your friend T.O? Evidence? Evidence? No. My muffler. Who the hell? Wait. This is my handwriting. Everyone, thank you so much for listening. I'd like to give a special thanks to my Patreons and members: Sarah to Jesus, Moto Surf, Leo, Dason Animus, and Ali Wei. Thank you so much for watching the video, and remember, you're important and you matter. Have a great night, everyone. Goodbye.